In the first home game in 656 days, the BC Lions sold out their 50% allowed capacity here at BC Place Stadium. In front of a loud and proud crowd, the Lions lost to the newly named Edmonton Elks by a score of 21-16. The Lions got off to a quick start with Reilly returning the opening kickoff 57 yards, but the drive ultimately ended in a field goal. Other than a couple of more field goals and single points, Reilly and the Lions offense couldn't really get going until late in the third quarter, but by then it was too little, too late. Post-game, Reilly was asked about his thoughts on the offense.
Oh, not good enough. I mean, every single person that was on the field, not good enough offensively. I just felt like really from the first snap of the game, it seemed like we just didn't match the intensity that Edmonton was bringing. I felt like that was really the biggest factor. And then it felt like that throughout most of the game. We kind of came out and got a little bit of a spark in the second half after halftime. But with all that being said, I mean, we're still, down to the wire at the end with the ball in hand and a one-score game and a chance to win the game. So, it's moments like those that you got to take advantage of, and we just obviously didn't do it tonight. So, got to figure out how to improve.
Reilly ended the night going 15 for 25, passing for only 128 yards and a rushing touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, the Lions couldn't stop the rushing attack. Elks running back James Wilder Jr. was almost unstoppable, especially on the Elks' last drive of the night, which sealed the victory. But the Lions' defensive back Gary Peters attributes the tough loss on multiple mistakes they committed.
Pretty much just overwhelmed with the whole game. I mean, that last drive, we could have got a stop and got off the field. But for me, that one drive doesn't define the game. Penalties, being smart, knowing down and distance, it's just a lot of small things killed us tonight. And that was just added to it. That last drive just added to it. Just pretty much summed up how the whole night went.
Despite the loss and only having a maximum of 12,550 fans in the stands due to COVID restrictions, the crowd in the stadium definitely let the players hear their excitement for the league to be back in Vancouver after 656 days. Lions head coach Rick Campbell talked about what that experience was like.
Pretty emotional to get back in here. It's been a long time for the Lions, and my first game in here. So, disappointed we couldn't get it done, but pretty awesome. I thought the crowd was really good tonight. It actually was loud on the field down there several times where you had trouble hearing and talking, which is a good thing. So, we gotta do our part and win football games and keep having this be a fun place to be and keep getting good crowds.
The Lions' next home game is September 11th against Ottawa, and if all goes according to the province's restart plan, 100% capacity will be allowed in the stadium. And if tonight's crowd was any indication, our crew at EBC Vancouver will need to bring earplugs to drown out the noise. In Vancouver, I'm Zsolti Horvath, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.